Alright guys, in this video we're going to take a look at tabs. So again, if you've had experience with Bootstrap and some other frameworks, tabs are very popular. You basically have a line of tabs, you click one and it shows the content from that one, click another one, shows the content. So this is the basic markup here. We're using the grid, so we have a row, we have a 12 column row, and that's where we're putting the UL. And then underneath that we have another 12 column div for each tab. Okay, and then what we want to do is add to the UL right here a class of tabs, okay, to let it know that it is in fact tabs. And you'll see as soon as I save, it lines them up horizontally. And then for this first LI we're going to set this to a class of tab, okay, singular. We're also going to do call S3 because we want it to basically be, we want four 3-column tabs, okay. And then for the A tag that's around this text right here, we're going to have this go to #tab1, okay, and you can call that whatever you want. And then for the second LI, same thing, we'll do tab call S3, and then for the href, we'll do #tab2. We want to do tab call S3, and href, this one will be #tab3, and then this final one, this one will be #tab4. Alright, now if I save that, you'll see that it changes it, looks pretty nice, and we can click on these different tabs, kind of has a little slider animation. Obviously this stuff isn't working because we haven't done anything to the content part. So what we need to do is figure out what we want for tab 1, which is obviously this area here. So we're going to add an ID right here for tab 1. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next div, add an ID of tab 2. This one will have an ID of tab 3. And of course, this one will have an ID of tab 4. And we'll save that. And now if I click tab 2, you'll see we can see the content from tab 2, from tab 3, and so on. I don't know why I have this outside of the paragraph. Let me just, yeah, this, I'll fix this on you guys's, but this shouldn't be, there should be no text outside of the paragraph. All right, there we go. So that's a simple tab. Now we also have what are called swipeable tabs. So for this, we're going to add to this UL, we're going to add an ID of tabs-swipe-demo, and we're going to also give this a class of tabs. Okay, and then each LI will have a class, same thing, tab call S3, so basically the same thing as we did above. The href, so the href is going to go to, let's say, ID tab swipe 1, S3, href will be tab swipe 2. One more, we'll do tab call S3. And let's set the href to tab-swipe-3. All right. Now what we want to do is for these divs here, we want to match the IDs to these hrefs. So this first one will be tab swipe 1. So we'll say ID equals, paste that in, ID equals, this one will be 2. and then this one will be 3. Okay, I'm also going to give these divs a class. I'm going to give this a class of call S12 blue. Okay, I want these to be different colors, so I'm going to copy that class, and we'll say blue. This one will be red, and this one will be green. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. So basically, each content area is going to have a different background color. Now this looks weird with no padding or anything, so what we want to do is we want to go down to our JavaScript, and we're going to say tabs. Actually, let me see. Both of these have a class of tabs, correct? Yes, they both have a class of tabs. So let's do tabs. So actually, we can use the ID. We'll use this tab swipe demo. So instead of doing this, we're going to do ID tab swipe demo, and let's say dot tabs. And then in here, I'm going to pass in an object, and we're going to say swipeable. I forgot the E. Swipeable, and we're going to set that to true. And save, and now you'll see that it fills out the content space. Okay, so now we can do that. I mean, these don't have to be different color backgrounds, but I wanted you to clearly see that they have different color background or different different content areas. Okay, and of course our tabs up here still work. So that's it. Those are tabs, and that's it for the sandbox. Okay, if we look in our files here, we've done all the way from 2.1 to 5.5. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump in and we're going to start to create some projects going on the stuff that we've learned so far. Okay, so I realize that the sandbox isn't the funnest thing in the world to do, but it is necessary to learn the different class names and also just what's available with the framework. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with some projects.